Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the St. Francis College Commencement Ceremony commemorating the class of 2019. Please remain standing as I call upon the Most Reverend Bishop Octavio Cisneros, Auxiliary Bishop of the Diocese of Brooklyn, to deliver the invocation.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. God, our Father, as we invoke your presence, we come with grateful hearts to ask your blessings on the graduating class of St. Francis College. Yes, the small college with big dreams. As humans, we are truly creatures you have created that have the ability to dream, to look towards the future and make dream a reality. These graduates stand on this special day at the precipice of their future. Many dreams are here this morning. Their parents, siblings, family, and friends have dreamt of this day, and so have the graduates. May they never stop dreaming. Dreams that help motivate us to become the people that you have created us to be. In a world flawed with violence, with hate, despair, unhappiness, and so many other evils, inspire our graduates with the dreams of St. Francis of Assisi, that they may dream of a peaceful world, a world of peace, that where there is hatred, they may dream and act on love, that where there is injury, pardon, that where there is doubt, faith, and that where there is despair, hope, where there is darkness, light, and where there is sadness, joy. Bless these men and women with true happiness. Grant them courage to fulfill their dreams and their faith, and they may always be accompanied by the presence of a tender, loving, and merciful God. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Congratulations to all of you.
Please remain standing for the presentation of our nation's colors by the New York City Police Department Ceremonial Unit Color Guard, and join us in the singing of the National Anthem by graduating nursing major Nicole Madrazo. Nicole has worked as a student assistant in multiple departments on campus, and if you hopped on the train on the way here, you most likely saw her face on the college's ads. Welcome, Nicole.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Nicole. And the members of the NYPD Ceremonial Unit Color Guard, please be seated. There is no better way to end another exciting academic year than by celebrating the newest graduates of St. Francis College. I would like to welcome a representative of the class of 2019. Amal Hawari is a communications arts major with a concentration in advertising and public relations. She holds an associate degree in marketing from the Fashion Institute of Technology. She interned at several leading fashion agencies and worked on several campaigns with Dior, Chanel, Prada. I know we're all hoping to get some free stuff, but we'll see. Amal is a former social media coordinator for Terrier TV, and she was currently interning at Group 9 Media, an online publishing media company, setting up live advertisements for Now This News, Thrillist, The Dodo, and Seeker. I say she was an intern because as of July 1st, she will be a paid social analyst from Group 9. A transfer student with a 4.0 GPA, please welcome Amal Hawari.
Thank you, Dr. Lancaster, for your lovely introduction. To our Board of Trustees, President Martinez-Saenz, distinguished guests, faculty, administration, our dear family and friends, welcome. It is such an honor and my pleasure to welcome you all and share the intensity of emotions filled in this space today on behalf of our fellow graduating class of 2019. Graduates, today is not just our day to celebrate all of our wonderful achievements, but also a day to thank those that helped us get to this very moment. Our families, professors, friends, and mentors have all played a major role to allow us to share this moment together. Whether you started off as a freshman or transferred into St. Francis College like I did, I think we can all say that we have been inspired by the special values this school has given to us. SFC's values not only embodies and teaches us what it means to be a server in a small community, but how to carry those values once you step into the world. Given the opportunity and privilege to attend college, there's no way I can share this alone. I want to take a moment to give a special thanks to my advisor, Lauren Bertolatti, and to Dr. Weiss, and all of the mentors I have met throughout my life, who have all taken me under their wing and believed in me whenever I felt doubt. I also want to thank my amazing family for their unconditional love and support. My two beautiful younger sisters, Zainab and Noura, my love Gabriel, all of my cousins, aunts, and uncles, my Grandma Esperanza, Grandpa Pedro, and to my guardian angel in heaven, Sete Wadid. We all have our own unique stories and secrets. My secret is I'm a dreamer, a DACA dreamer to be precise. But I am more than just a title, because if we want to be honest, we're all dreamers. I especially want to give a thanks to my mom and dad, who have sacrificed everything to move us to this country from Venezuela when I was 4. They came to the United States with nothing and yet gave me everything. Gracias, mamá y papá. This diploma is for you guys. We achieved this today. Este diploma es por ustedes y para ustedes. Lo logramos juntos. But I'm more than just, I'm sorry. Let us all take a moment and recognize our mentors, supporters, cheerleaders, family, and friends who helped us get here today. Given this moment to talk today reminds me of when I first arrived to this country. Didn't speak a word of English, struggled through my ESL classes, and now I'm speaking before you all. It's shown me that when you're so determined to achieve something, anything is possible, and I get to write my own history. My story and struggle isn't what defines my life, but has given me a purpose to serve those around me. Today I reflect and wish to tell my younger self, you will achieve so much more than you ever thought was possible, and that your dreams don't have borders. Today and this moment is proof to me that I have broken many stereotypes in my life. Woman, immigrant, Latina, Middle Eastern, Muslim, and first-generation college graduate. Today, we should realize that regardless of how much the odds are against us, nothing is unachievable, and we all get to write our own history. I don't know where or what our future holds, but I do urge all of you to do the things that fear you the most. Always practice gratitude, and to never forget where you came from. We will all have struggles, and will want to rush to find our end destiny. But remember, the beautiful yet scary part of life is the mystery and fear of the unknown, or life would just be dull. I want to remind you all that you should never force yourselves onto a path. The path will reveal itself when the moment is meant for you. With that being said, I invite you all to also write your own history as we close this chapter of our lives together today. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2019.
Thank you, Amal. I would now like to introduce and welcome the president of St. Francis College, Dr. Miguel Martinez-Saenz.
So we're going to take this to another level. So first, congratulations are in order. But before I get started, I want to thank some folks. And first, I want to thank Bishop Octavio Cisneros for being with us today, but also for celebrating Mass for us yesterday. Appreciate your presence with us. It's a special honor for me to have Bishop Cisneros with us because he hails from my parents' homeland. Actually, they came to this country but 1 month apart. Not together, but 1 month apart. So it's a special privilege to have him here. I'd like to thank Michelle Miller for taking time out of her busy schedule to be our keynote speaker. I'd like to thank the Borough President, Eric Adams, for being with us as well. You know, one of the things I like to tell people, and Eric Adams' president tells us this, that we're not a community college, but we're a college in community. And Eric recognizes that what we do in these spaces matter. St. Francis College matters. We do a number of things in the community. We're a community partner. We will continue to be that partner, especially when we have supporters like Eric Adams. So thank you for your presence, brother. I'd like to thank the number of benefactors that we have here. We like to call them believers. They believe in supporting what it is that we do. Some of you young graduates are beneficiaries of their generosity. And so thank you very much to those of you who are in our audience, especially those of you who are on stage. Thank you for your presence and support.
I'd like to also thank our Board of Trustees. We have a number of folks here, and one of the things is a number of them are alums. Our chairperson, Dennis Salomon, an alum. Hector Batista, an alum. Brother Bill Boslett, an alum. Monsignor John Bracken, wishes he was an alum. Mary Beth Dawson, Jean Donnelly, an alum. Leslie Jacobson, and Judy Rice. And John Tully, former chairman, also both alums. So appreciate your presence and support. Thank you very much. So here we get started and we think about the notion of celebration, and it's undeniably your time. Undeniably, we are recognizing achievements, but we all know that achievements aren't ever the product of individuals. While you have committed and sacrificed to achieve a goal, there are many among us that have committed and sacrificed alongside you to make this possible. And I want you to do something for me and for them, your family, your friends, your faculty and staff, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, your nephews that kept your eye on the prize. I want you to stand up for a minute, class of 2019. And what I want you to get them to recognize and feel is I want them to feel it in their soul. I want them to feel it in their bones, how grateful you are. So I'm going to give you 3. I'm going to give you a count, so don't get started yet. So I want you to make them understand and feel your gratitude such that it tremors, the soul tremors, their bones feel it. So when I get to 3, you're going to holler, and you're going to holler such that they understand deeply what it means to be grateful. So everybody understand what you're doing? Are there any questions about that? Okay, they're going to be cheering for you, so now you're going to be cheering for them. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Was that okay? Was that all right? All right, thanks a lot. Take a seat. Okay, so I just want to make some quick remarks, but I really think it's important to recognize and always underscore that achievement is always social achievement. It's very rarely individual achievement, even though sometimes our egos get in the way and we like to believe that it's about us, but it's not about us individually, it's about us collectively. And so I want you to reflect on the fact that not only have a lot of people here in this space made a wager, we've made a wager as well. We've invested in you, and we're hoping that there's a return on our investment, that some dividends are paid. And they have to be paid in the following way. I want you to understand, and I hope you appreciate, that while St. Francis College is certainly preparing you to have a career, what we believe fundamentally is that in your heart, we hope that you found a calling, that you have been able to reflect fully on what it means to be in service to others, that you take that portion seriously, because if you haven't done it, we haven't done our jobs effectively, so please do that. So as we celebrate with you, know that today you also stand as a testament of hope and inspiration. Hope that your generation will get us to believe even more firmly that the arc of the universe, in fact, bends towards justice. As each of you begins yet again, I remind you that you have an opportunity to choose to live the life that you want to live. Young people, you have an opportunity to choose to live the life that you want to live. Recognize that most of the world's planet does not have this opportunity. And so I urge you, as you embark on a next step of your lives, that you open your hearts so that you can see the beauty that surrounds us. I ask you that you open your hearts so you see the beauty in all human beings that are in our midst. And as you do that, I also ask you to remain maladjusted to injustice. 160 years ago, Two Franciscan friars took a leap of faith when they were called to Brooklyn to start the first Catholic college in Brooklyn. They took a leap of faith that the communities at that time needed an education grounded in Franciscan values, values that tell us very loudly that it is possible to live lives of compassion, mercy, and love, that it is possible to live lives of hospitality, of inclusion. We understand what it means to invite our neighbors into our homes. The Franciscan brothers have taught us that, and for that we should all be grateful. So your alma mater needs you, and I want to tell you how it needs you. It needs you to remind us of what our core mission and commitments are. It's sometimes easy for us to go astray, and I ask you to commit to us today that if you see your alma mater going astray, you will remind us what it is that's important. You will remind us that remaining committed to radical hospitality and inclusion and creating a beloved community is what we've been called to do. I urge you to take that step seriously. It's absolutely critical. What the world needs now, I think more than ever, is communities of folks that are willing to love one another across difference. We are demonstrating it every day, and we need to keep demonstrating it into the future. So as I take my seat, I ask you to remember this fish that I got and this bread, some say is all I got, is all that we need for us to get fed and for us to feed a whole lot of folk in need. Congratulations, class of 2019. So we have a special recognition today, and a couple of them actually. Auxiliary Bishop Octavio Cisneros was born in Cuba. He came to the U.S. as part of Operation Peter Pan, a Catholic humanitarian effort that brought 14,000 unaccompanied minors to the United States from Cuba. He was ordained to the priesthood in 1971 for the Diocese of Brooklyn, and in 2006 was appointed auxiliary bishop by Pope Benedict XVI. Bishop Cisneros has served the parishes of St. Michael, Our Lady of Sorrows, is currently pastor of Holy Child Jesus in Richmond Hill. He has served in diocese as a coordinator of Hispanic apostolate, as Episcopal vicar, and as rector of Cathedral Seminary residence. He serves as vice postulator of the cause for canonization of the servant of God, Felix Varela, a Cuban priest who served in New York for almost 30 years, ministering to Irish immigrants in the early part of the 19th century. Bishop Cisneros is a man of many loves. He is quintessentially Cuban and thoroughly American, but every ethnic group and nationality in the human mosaic that is the Diocese of Brooklyn has received his constant and unfailing pastoral care. Bishop Cisneros often quotes St. Teresa of Avila, and we've heard this is one of his favorite quotes. Let nothing trouble you, let nothing frighten you. Everything passes, God never changes, patience obtains all. Whoever has God wants for nothing. God alone is enough. Bishop Cisneros personifies patience, gives comfort, and brings God to all wherever he goes. We thank him for the gift of his vocation that he has shared with many of us and he has shared with the world. Thank you.
At this time, I ask Bishop Cisneros to join President Miguel Saenz and Chairman Salomon as they present the award For a life dedicated to service, ministry, love, and leadership, and for all of the foregoing reasons, St. Francis College is pleased to confer a Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa on Bishop Octavio Cisneros. At this time, please welcome to the podium Monique Pryor, the college's Chief of Staff.
Good afternoon, everyone, and especially to the class of 2019. Woo! Our commencement speaker is one of my closest friends and part of my village that helps me balance my work and home life by treating my children as her own and imparting her infinite wisdom on them in an honest and loving way. So you can imagine how honored I was when I was asked to introduce her today. However, when I finally had a minute yesterday to let it all sink in, I thought it best to yield that honor to one of our 343 graduates today. Since it's your day, we're celebrating you. With that said, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our graduating senior, Sydney Bell, who will introduce our commencement speaker. Sydney hails from Houston, Texas, and today she will receive a bachelor's degree in communications arts with a minor in entrepreneurship. Sydney spent 4 years at St. Francis College, involved in various multiple clubs, organizations, including captain of the SFC dance team, president of the Entrepreneurship Club, president of the Photography Club, a Senate and student government, and as a St. Francis College photographer for many events. She is also the winner of the 2017 St. Francis College Annual Entrepreneurship Pitch Contest, competing with her bona fide photography business. Lastly, and certainly not least, Sydney is also a social media influencer with over 28,000 followers, so get out your phones, working with 20 brands and companies, including Macy's, Hilton, and Fashion Nova. She will return home after graduation and will be working with Thrive Marketing in Houston, Texas. Please welcome Sydney Bell.
Thank you, Monique. Ambitious, entertaining, inspiring, and helping us learn the world around us. Michelle Miller is the co-host of CBS This Morning, Saturdays, a CBS anchor for a number of our broadcasts, and has been responsible for reporting a number of high-profile cases, such as the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting, the 2004, 2008, and 2012 presidential elections, the death of Whitney Houston, and even the 100th anniversary of the Titanic. Miller's reporting has earned her several prestigious honors, including an Emmy for her series of reports on the National Guard's Youth Challenge Academy, an Edward R. Murrow for her coverage of a daycare center standoff in New Orleans, National Sports Foundation Woman of the Year, and she was a part of the Alfred I. DuPont Columbia Award-winning team for coverage of the event in Newtown, Connecticut. Michelle has recently been awarded the Gracie Allen Award, which recognizes women in the media. Now for breaking news. Back to Dean Lancaster at the anchor desk. Thank you.
At this time, I ask Michelle to please join President Miguel Martinez-Saenz, Chairman Solomon, for a special presentation. For shining a light on issues of national importance, and for being a light in service to others, and for all of the foregoing reasons, St. Francis College is pleased to present a Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa to Miss Michelle Miller.
I am thrilled to be here, first and foremost. Class of 2019, the sun is shining today. It is beautiful. There is no rain. There is only sunshine. And congratulations on making that happen. Congratulations to the Board of Directors, the Board of Trustees, the Board of Excellence, you name it. President Miguel Martinez-Saenz, that's a handful of a name. Administrators, faculty, and staff, all this work, this preparation. Everybody, give yourselves a round of applause for this. Parents, grandparents, family, stand up. Stand up. You have sacrificed. And that sacrifice has led to these children of yours who are now adults succeeding. That's your hard work. This is your success. To the graduates of 2019, this class, this bodacious, audacious, fantastic group of young men and women, oh my gosh, this is the day that the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I'm feeling moved, verklempt. I am here today, and I have to thank my girl, Monique Moore Pryor, because it's one thing to believe in a person's ability, it is quite something else to co-sign onto it. So thank you. I'm not an alumni of St. Francis College, but I am an alumni of Brooklyn, New York, my first stop to this great city by way of LA, DC, Columbia, South Carolina, Minneapolis, Minnesota, New Orleans, and finally good old Maplewood, South Orange, New Jersey. I came by to visit this college earlier this spring, and there were so many things I loved about you. You guys, the natural flow reminds me of everything that is good about New York. Your ability to engage with one another, your comfort with one another, your openness to what makes each and every one of you so unique, so different. Yes, you. I'm talking to you. You're all so special. For newcomers, the toughest thing to do in this city is to find your place, right? There's so much to offer, so much to see, so much to do, so much to eat. It's hard to know where to begin. But when you find that place, your space, your vibe, your flow, it's magic. There's nowhere in the world like it. So you, the students of St. Francis, it looks like you found your spot. And it's really, truly, it's a joy to witness. It really is. Full disclosure, in case you hadn't noticed, this is my very first commencement speech. The first one, hopefully one of a few more. But naturally, it would come on the heels of this billionaire guy named Robert Smith forgiving all student loan debt at Morehouse College. Newsflash, that ain't happening today. Not prepared to do it, but if you need some change for the meter, I can handle that. As journalists, we learn early not to use more words than it takes to communicate a message. As a commencement speaker, that is vital. Brevity, huge. It's king. And admittedly, I did overthink this assignment. I was told 7 minutes, I was told 10 minutes, I was told by the end of today, take as long as you want. I won't be doing that. I have to question, have I been invited to spill the tea, spit some knowledge, shoot you straight, or bend your ear for a while? But I decided to do what comes naturally to me and just be me. I hope I'm enough. Class of 2019, take this time to live in this moment and soak it all in. When this beautiful ceremony ends, after spending 4, maybe 5, maybe 6 years in college, you're going to find yourself being asked that very same question you were asked back in the 12th grade. What's your plan? What's your plan? Now, many of you may not know. Some of you are well on your way. And sometimes it takes time to chart your course, to build your empire, to figure out what your purpose is. So whatever your plan is for the future, this I can promise you. It will be met with surprises. It will be met with detours. It will be met with peaks and valleys. And you know what else? You all will fail. Breathe that in. Breathe it in right now. You all will fail. And I'm so excited about that. I am thrilled. Yes, it's painful. Yes, it's hard. Yes, nobody wants to Instagram about that. But hear me out. You will all fail because failure is not an option. It is, important point, it is a requirement for success. What does St. Francis brand itself as? Small college of big dreams. And sometimes when you dare to dream and dream big, you encounter setbacks along the way. Think about it. Every person at the top of his or her game has a story of adversity that was crucial to their ascension. If you don't believe me, believe these people. It's important for you to understand that your experience facing and overcoming adversity is one of your biggest advantages. Who said that? Michelle Obama. Every defeat, every heartbreak, every loss contains its own seed, its own lesson on how to improve your performance on the next time. Malcolm X. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Miley Cyrus, The Climb. Now wait a minute. I have got to be the first person ever to quote Malcolm X, Michelle Obama, and Miley Cyrus in the same speech. Come on, give it up. Come on. My point is, no one gets to the top of their game without taking chances, and no one takes chances without failing some of the time. Look, the best athletes in the world, the ones who score the most three-pointers, hit the most home runs, throw the most touchdown passes, and what do they do on the mound? They actually fail at their gifts way more than they succeed. Think about Steph Curry. Probably what, the best three-point shooter ever, right? Come on, there have got to be some Golden State Warrior fans out there, come on. All right. He's a 44% career three-point shooter. What does that mean? That 56% of the time, he misses. I didn't hear you. There it is. He fails most of the time, but if athletes allow the misses to define them, they lose their edge because they become less aggressive and they're no longer able to perform the way they used to. You know what? The best coaches put athletes who are having a bad day right back in the game. Of course, there will be times when no one's willing to demonstrate that kind of grace following mistakes we've made. Those are the times that we can show grace to ourselves, learn from our failures, and share them with others. Listen to that. Share them with others so that they can learn too. That's what friends are for. So don't fear failure. Don't miss out on opportunities. Don't doubt your self-worth. Don't second guess every decision you make. Just don't do it. You hear me? Knowing that failure is just a single event and doesn't have to define us should give us all a sense of freedom. It should give us a sense of permission to say yes and say no to the familiar, safe choices that keep us from exploring new possibilities. Now, as you contemplate your future today or reflect on your past, ask yourself what you would do if you had no fear. Ask what you would have done differently if fear hadn't bound you. Caution is good. Fear, the extreme, not so much. You know, when I hear myself being introduced, it's clear to me that there's a lot more to my story. What is omitted is usually the very part that made me who I am. It's usually like the most relatable part. It's like the part that might make a woman who was raised without a mom say, you know what, I'm so thankful for the family I do have, for those people who stepped up and stepped in. It might remind the person who, struggled to find a clique of friends in high school that one good friend has your back, and that's all you need, and they're way more important than the 10 others who never text you back. Seriously. I'm serious about that. And I have to tell you something because I think it's important for people like me who look to you as the ultimate definition of success. Because I do look pretty successful, right? It was my biggest professional failure that led me to the job that would give me the courage to continue to follow my dreams as a journalist. I was 26 years old, not far from your age right now. I took my eye off of a story, and an element was broadcast that shouldn't have aired. The result was disastrous. It hurt a lot of people. It hurt an innocent family. My executive producer, my photographer, my editor, we were all fired. And my boss told me I needed to find another profession. I just wasn't going to cut it. As I walked out of that station, I was devastated. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know where I was headed. And a friend in the sales department, it's funny who your friends are, used these words. Michelle, a setback is nothing but a setup for a comeback. I want you to repeat that because I don't want you to ever forget it. A setback, I cannot hear you, is nothing but a setup for a comeback. How about that? When you fall, you get back up. Didn't mean that somebody was going to wave a magic wand, that all would be good, but it gave me the courage to believe that there was something beyond the fall. I have to admit this. There was like some little angel, had to have been an angel, on my shoulder. Because the very day before I was fired, I was interviewing for a job in New Orleans. I knew what was coming. That's called insight. Because I felt the need to be open, and my friends always tell me this, Michelle, filter. One of my bosses is out there. He says that to me, don't you, Tony? All the time. Terrence, too. I told him about the mistake I made. You know what happened? I got the job. I got the job. Now, one thing for sure, my new boss said, you will never make that mistake again. And that, my dear friends, was not just one lesson, but two. That man who hired me in New Orleans, ultimately, 10 years later, was in a position to hire me again, this time at CBS News. That is life. Life is connected. There is always a connection. There is a pattern. You must look out for it. Know this, you will need to stand by your deeds because you will be held accountable for them. A friend of mine lives by this motto. I wish I actually had thought of this. You rent your title. You own your reputation. You rent your title. You own your reputation. Failure is an option that made me better. And I have to say this. You know that guy who fired me? I was searching through my Twitter account one day. Discovered of all people, that old boss, the one who told me I wasn't good enough, he actually follows me now. Talk about making a believer out of your doubters. So I blocked him. Just kidding. That leads me to my new life, the one I'm living right now. Within this very week, I cannot tell you what a thrilling week this has been for me. I got a really, really big thank you from my job at CBS News. Thank you, CBS. Last Thursday, as a matter of fact. Then two days ago, I got that Gracie, Women in Broadcasting. And now, here I am, your commencement speaker, with an honorary doctorate. My dad was a surgeon. He always wanted me to be a doctor. Here I am, Dr. Miller. If you know me, you know I have to capture this moment. I just gotta. I'm known in my parts as the selfie queen, so everybody stand up. You make it for me. I have to say, I have to make a final point, and yes, it's coming to a close. The world we live in today, where there are generations of us who are defining our successes just like I do, with likes and shares. I'm guilty. Stop it. Stop it. With all the good that technology has done for our lives this century, it has also played a role in creating a generation that is isolating and dividing us. We communicate in our tribes, talk and think and dress the way we do, and we don't always share all of who we are. We just want to share the positive side of us, not realizing there are vulnerabilities or what make us real and approachable. Don't forget to live in the moment. Don't forget to live out loud. Don't forget to keep your sense of integrity. Don't forget to be you. If you do, can go on along lying and gossiping and not being accountable for the words, for not having your own voice. Let me tell you something. When I was growing up in South Central Los Angeles, your words can make or break you. Once you said something, you had to own it. It might gain you respect and credibility, or it might get you chased home from school, or worse. Our First Amendment gives us the right to freedom of speech. It gives us the right to freedom of the press, and it's something we can't take lightly. Not anymore. There are consequences to speaking our beliefs, but then again, there are consequences for everything worth fighting for. Ours is not the first generation experiencing unthinkable violence and atrocities at churches, synagogues, and schools, or attacks to the very foundation of our democracy, or even police brutality. Hatred is throughout every community here, in every profession, and biases as well. Look at yourself, recognize it, own up to it, and then move to change it. Before we can raise our voices with truth and authenticity, we have to familiarize ourselves with that small little voice we hear in our mind and in our heart. You're going to have to ask yourself, what is my purpose? What will I offer the world? How will I best represent St. Francis College? Be still and listen. When you're clear about who you are and what you want, say it out loud. Say it proud. Say it with authority. Say it with joy. It took me a long time to find my voice, but when I did, it changed my life. When you want to see and you want to be, say it out loud. I promise you there is something to doing more than thinking and dreaming about what you want, even making those lists, those vision boards, because when you speak to the universe and you tell it what you want, you are giving life to it. So St. Francis, class of 2019, lift your voices. Sometimes it will be in unison with your family, with your friends, but many times you will stand alone. That's okay. Whatever your plans are for the future, go after them without fear of failing, but with wonder, curiosity, purpose, grace, and remember, share your triumphs, but share your trials too. Don't make it look easier than it was. Share the struggle. Share the most interesting part of your story. Share how to recover. How to recover from failure. Class of 2019, here's to your victories and your losses. Here's to all that makes you, you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Miller. I just have one correction to make. You are a St. Francis College alumni now. We have another distinguished guest with us today who would like to bring greetings to this fabulous class of 2019. For the past 3 decades, Eric L. Adams has served the residents of the city of his birth as a police officer, state senator, and coalition builder. In November of 2013, he was elected to represent all of Brooklyn as borough president. Born in Brownsville and educated in the city's public school system, Eric is committed to ensuring Brooklyn's bright future by helping each and every Brooklynite reach his or her full potential. Eric is a friend, a Terrier fan, and a generous supporter of St. Francis College. Ladies and gentlemen, Brooklyn Borough President Eric L. Adams.
Your president is my dude, man. I I love him. I love his energy. I love his spirit. And to have a president with the swagger that he has, you swear he's from Brooklyn all the time, you know? Great institution, great place. And to Arianna, I know you're out here somewhere. Arianna served. She served at the Borough Hall. We really thank you and we appreciate you as you came in for 2 years and provided just a great level of energy to Brooklyn Borough Hall, and congratulations to you. We wish you well wishes. In my brevity, and I shared this with a college last week, and I want to share it with you. When I was growing up in South Jamaica, Queens, I had a good friend of mine. His name was David Saraski. He was an Italian gentleman who had a fire at his house. And my mother allowed David to come over and stay with our family during the time of recovery. And David, showing a level of gratitude, he says, Eric, why don't we go to the game at Madison Square Garden? And I was excited. It was during the time of Willis Reed and Walt Frazier. When I got to the garden, there was not a basketball court, it was ice. It was a hockey game. And I said, David, black folks don't like hockey. And so I walked inside, but in reality, I was afraid and intimidated. Growing up in South Jamaica, Queens, there was no other groups, there was no diversity, there was only an African-American community, and walking into Madison Square Garden and seeing all of these different ethnic groups, it intimidated me and I was really traumatized. The game started. Folks started icing and excitement, and people started giving me high five, and the energy in the room filled, and it dawned on me, no one in Madison Square Garden cared less that I was there. They was into enjoying the moment, and there was not one sign on 34th Street that stated no blacks could like hockey. I internalized what other people said I was supposed to like and supposed to dislike, and I lived the life that others lived, and I made my decision right there. Not only will I watch hockey, but this was my hockey moment that no one would interpret my life for me. This is your hockey moment. This is your opportunity to decide how you're going to live. And when you look at this borough called Brooklyn, 47% of Brooklynites speak a language other than English at home. If you go through life only knowing people that look like you, talk like you, walk like you, eat the same food, listen to the same music and sounds, you are living a Shakespearean tragedy. Visit a mosque, a synagogue, a Baptist church. Learn why someone wears a hijab, a yarmulke, a kufi. Do something different. If you can be an accountant in Manhattan, you can do it in Manchester. If you can be a surgeon in Brownsville, you can do it in Budapest. Don't be just merely Don't be a MetroCard graduate, be a Passport graduate and conquer the globe in what you do. People say all the time as the borough president, I switch and we have sister city agreements with China. I've been back and forth to China 7 times. Back and forth to Turkey 8 times, back and forth to Israel, back and forth to South and Central America. People ask all the time, you in Brooklyn Borough President, what are you doing across the globe? They better figure this out. We're the 3rd largest city in America. I'm not a domesticated leader, I'm a global leader. I think globally. Be bigger than people think you are. And your keynote was right. There are going to be days you're going to wish you did not get out of bed. There's going to be days you're going to wish you got out of bed early. I'm a poster child of mistakes. So many errors I've made. But I'm the Brooklyn Borough President. Embrace where you are right now. And the higher you climb, the more you are going to have haters. When you sit down at the table of success, let your haters be your waiters and let them see how great you are. You come from a city that's full of rich diversity. No matter who you are, you came from somewhere else. You came from another country. No matter who we think we are, no one is an original but the indigenous Indians. So when someone tells you to go back to your country, you tell them you will when they go back to theirs. In the meantime, America belongs to all of us. Right between our cultures, only country on the globe where you're told to bring your culture and infuse it with the American experience. This is the only place you can go into an Italian restaurant, have a Chinese cook make you a Jewish meal. Only in America. That hyphen, that dash that fits between our cultures is our secret weapon. African hyphen American, Jewish hyphen American, Polish hyphen American, German, Italian, Greek hyphen American. If you take that hyphen away, we no longer have a secret weapon that allows us to transcend history and learn from each other and build on our cultures. What you bring to the table is what makes us great. You remove it, we're no longer great. We're just another place. Don't ever let anyone take away the hyphen that we have that defines us as human beings and as individuals at the same time. And no matter what you do and where you go, just remember, there's only two types of Americans, those who live in Brooklyn and those who wish they could. Congratulations.
I feel like we need an amen. Is everybody okay? I'm feeling a little activated. I want to kind of bring the room down a little. Thank you, Borough President Adams. Our next presenter is a senior majoring in economics and political science. It is only fitting that in the year St. Francis College celebrates 50 years of educating lay women, that she is the first female to hold the position of student government president and Duns Scotus president. She is also a founding student member of the Women's Leadership Network. She has held countless positions on campus and outside of school, as you know now. She has interned at places such as Brooklyn Borough Hall, the Board of Education Retirement Systems, and the Office of Senator Gillibrand. In her spare time, she also started UncoverMore.com, a site which highlights travel, fitness, and food in New York City and beyond. She did all this while maintaining a perfect 4.0 GPA. Please welcome co-valedictorian for the class of 2019, Arianna Sartzetakis.
That's a very hard act to follow on both ends. Thank you, Michelle Miller, and thank you to the Borough President. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much, Dean Lancaster, President Martinez-Saenz, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty and administration, fellow graduates, families, and friends. Let me begin by saying how honored I am to be speaking before you on this monumental day. Today is an important next step in our lives. But I would be remiss if we did not look past on our last 4 years at St. Francis between the long nights, late meetings, internships, jobs, but most importantly, the relationships that we have been able to make. We have been a part of an extremely interesting and innovative time at St. Francis. Most of us had the pleasure to be students under 2 presidents, see the creation of new master's programs with our first graduating class of the MFA program here today, listen to world-renowned lecturers, win pitch contests and tournaments, and be a part of something bigger than ourselves. Although a Brooklyn native, my Greek heritage, family, and values have shaped me into the woman I have become today. Since young, I was always the person who wanted to do more. Between school, Greek school, dance, Girl Scouts, I was always busy, which I have my parents to thank for that. But one thing that stood out was that my parents never pushed me to be involved in anything and to be anyone other than myself. Instead, they encouraged me to give 110% into everything I did, making sure to put others first and to lead with kindness. Not only did my parents pass on to the values of perseverance and passion, but the value of hard work. My parents are some of the hardest working people I know, and through any circumstance or obstacle thrown our way, they have done the most to help and be a support system to myself and to my 2 sisters. I will never forget my parents talking to me when I first started St. Francis, reminding me that my life is in my hands and that with this hard work, respect for others, and a good support system, I am able to do anything. And that is exactly what St. Francis has provided for myself and for many others. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for being an example to myself and reminding me that I can achieve anything I set my mind to. You've allowed me to shape my own story and my own path. To me, the best part of St. Francis was how not one person's story was the same as the other. We were all able to meet people from different backgrounds, professions, and walks of life. What has truly shaped me, though, was the people and opportunities provided during my time here. As I know, each one of us has a special moment within the walls of the college, and we all have our own story to tell. One thing that I am forever grateful for is the ability of St. Francis to feel like home for so many people, not just myself. We all have that one person who made SFC home. It may be Judy, the security guard who always has a smile on her face welcoming everyone, Ruben, through the effort he puts in to create a welcoming, fun environment for every St. Francis student, Catherine, who constantly inspires women on campus, or a professor who constantly tries to encourage and support their students, such as Dr. Olivia Boulos-Matos and Professor Mike McIntyre were to me. We have been able to give resources to think critically, gain experience by studying in foreign countries, to planning large-scale events. Before we embark on this next journey, I would like to share a few lessons that I learned along the way. The first is that you are the 5 people you surround yourself with. Surround yourself with open-minded, supportive, and loving people. Those who will do anything to see you succeed, make sure you're doing your best, and hold you accountable to your goals. This goes into my next lesson, where there is an important part of mentors and sponsors in one's life. Mentors are those who encourage you, give insight and advice, but sponsors are those who speak highly of you, recommend you, and think of you even when you're not in the room. I am grateful for my many mentors and sponsors in the room, from my time at Brooklyn Borough Hall, to family members, to multiple administrators, faculty, staff, and friends of the college here at St. Francis. Find your mentors and sponsors. The third lesson is that if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. We have been instilled with the Franciscan values of hospitality and servant leadership. Each one of us know that we wouldn't be where we were today without the help of others, and that it is up to us to do the same. And lastly, lead with compassion and kindness. We have been given the tools and values to continue forward in life with the ability to make great change. We all have the individual responsibility to do our part daily. We are the next generation of community leaders, educators, CEOs, making decisions that will impact and disrupt industries for ourselves and future generations to come. Although the next chapter of our lives may be scary, it's also exciting. We may not know what our next steps are, but we know this. We are not the same people we were walking through those doors of St. Francis years ago. Instead, it is time for us to take the knowledge, experiences, and values we have gained from SFC and continue to impact others. Listen more, take chances, and inspire change. You are only as good as what you give and do for others. Always be open to criticism and learn and observe with wide eyes and an open heart. Make sure to take risks and make sure to not only do good, but be good. We did it. Thank you.
Thank you, Arianna. Our next speaker has been a member of the St. Francis College women's basketball team, there they are, for 4 years, and was chosen to be the team captain in both her junior and senior years. She was elected as vice president of the Duns Scotus Honor Society, served as treasurer of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, and was a member of the Accounting Society. She worked at numerous school events and lectures, volunteering at the New York City Marathon each year, and something I just learned about her today, playing the piano as a performer at the Hurricane Relief Concert for the victims of Puerto Rico. Dana also has a perfect 4.0 GPA, which she achieved by completing the combined bachelor's and master's degree program in accounting in 4 years. Please welcome the co-valedictorian for the class of 2019, Dana DiRenzo.
Don't worry, we're almost there. Good afternoon, and thank you to the members of the Board of Trustees, President Miguel, members of the faculty and administration, families, and friends, for all being here with us on this special day. We could not have walked across this stage today without all of your support and guidance. To my family, Mom, Dad, and Mama, I can't thank you enough for everything you have done for me. I am so lucky to have you guys as my role models and my inspiration. And to my little brother and sister, JD and Leah, I am so proud of you both, and I can't wait to watch you two grow and continue on your paths to greatness. I also want to thank the entire accounting and business law department for challenging us and preparing us so well for our future careers. We are lucky to have had such amazing professors that have taught us so much more than just debits and credits. Each one of you have truly been an inspiration to us all. I would like to congratulate Dr. Horlick on his retirement after years of dedication and service to this program. And I want to personally thank Dr. Nogara, Dr. D'Elia, Professor Salholes, and Naomi Kinley for being great mentors to me throughout my years here. And of course, Professor Lombardo, you were the one that persuaded me to major in accounting. So thank you for leading me in this direction and for being one of my greatest supporters and mentors ever since the beginning. I am so grateful to have gone through this program and have learned from such great people. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Love you guys. So way back in 2014, on December 22nd, the day after my 18th birthday, I received a call from Coach John Thurston, the head coach of the women's basketball team at the time. Little did I know that call would have changed my life forever. I remember quickly answering the call in the middle of my driveway at home, and that was when he told me that he was offering me a scholarship to play basketball here. There was absolutely no doubt in my mind that this was the place that I wanted to be. So I will be forever grateful to Coach T for believing in me and offering me a scholarship to attend this school and become a member of the women's basketball team, which has given me great memories and some of the best friends that I will ever have. Also, thank you Irma, Maggie, Coach Dodson, and Yuki and Mo, I know you guys are here, and the entire athletic department for providing me and all the other student athletes here today with the opportunity of a lifetime. The opportunity to meet lifelong friends, to learn and grow as individuals, and to have experiences that we wouldn't be able to get anywhere else other than this small college of big dreams. Not many college students can say that they attended a school where you can walk down the street and see that iconic Manhattan skyline, where movies and TV shows are filmed right at our doorstep, literally, and where the city is just one subway stop away, well, as long as you get on in the right direction, which is a challenge in itself if you're not from around here. And never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that I would end up on the Rachel Ray show for having frizzy hair. Only in New York. St. Francis is just so unique and special. It is a place emanating Franciscan values. These values have taught us to be kind to others, to be accepting, and to have respect for people of all backgrounds. I mean, St. Francis is like the melting pot of schools. It is so diverse and just teeming with individuals from all over the country and the world. Throughout my time here, I've learned how to count to 10 in Danish and Italian. I've tried the Australian delicacy known as Vegemite, which I will probably never do again. No offense, Amy. And I found a lifelong best friend in my roommate, Maria, who just so happens to be a Pittsburgh sports fan. And as a Philly fan, if that doesn't show acceptance and respect for other people, I don't know what does. So, my fellow graduates, here we are. Our time at SFC has now come to an end. It feels like just yesterday we were walking through those doors on Remsen Street for the first time. 4 years of unforgettable memories and experiences that have shaped our lives and will stay with us forever. I believe that sports can provide us with lessons in life that are relatable to all of us. Because as we move on to the next chapter of our lives, we're going to win some and we're definitely going to lose some. But it is how we respond in those moments that will define who we are and who we become. Tommy Lasorda, the former pitcher for the LA Dodgers, once said, "The difference between the impossible and the possible lies in a person's determination." In life, we will have many moments of happiness, but we'll also face challenges. We'll fail and we'll make mistakes. But those are the times when it is important to persevere and keep going. Those are the moments that we will learn from the most. Set goals for yourselves and don't stop until you reach them. The ball is in your court now. Class of 2019, thank you all so much. Congratulations and good luck in all of your future endeavors.
At this time, I would like to introduce Thomas Flood, the college's Vice President of Advancement, to give a special presentation.
I did not have a 4.0 GPA. But I'm taking the time to talk about dreams lived. How do we live dreams at St. Francis College? Well, let me start by saying I am a big fan of the Beatles. Come on back there, I know you're Beatles fans. I'm a big fan of John Lennon. He's a lyrical genius. And the following words he shared are more than appropriate to offer as we reflect on this mission moment, this milestone moment in your life, and on the occasion of the 160th anniversary of St. Francis College. John Lennon shared, "A dream you dream alone is only a dream. A dream you dream together is reality." As President Miguel said before, 160 years ago, brothers from Ireland had a dream of opening up a college in Brooklyn. But that happened with the help of others. That's how that dream became a reality. 50 years ago, the Franciscan Brothers of Brooklyn, in concert with alumni, administration, and faculty, had a dream to open its doors to lay women. It did. Thank you, Danielle. It did, and this year we celebrate the women of St. Francis. Each year we celebrate dreams lived. Several years ago, we had the first psychology graduates from the B.A. M.A. program. 2 years ago, it was the first class of graduates from the nursing program. Last year, it was the first graduates from the Court to College program. and this year we celebrate the first class of Robert J. McGuire Scholars. It was just 5 short years ago that Fred and Judy Wilpon, Bob and Joan McGuire, and a small group of believers had a dream of partnering with St. Francis College, enhancing our generous scholarship endeavors and creating a scholarship that would change lives of those receiving it and those that the scholars serve professionally and personally in their community and in the world. Thanks to the sacrifices, caring hearts, and genuine concern for the well-being of our students, we now have nearly 80 students receiving McGuire scholarships, and more to come in the fall, with the first group of McGuires walking across the stage today. In life's journey, people enter your life unexpectedly. You don't know why, but you know there's a reason. Fred and Judy Wilpon and Bob and Joan McGuire entered my life and our lives unexpectedly. They have taught each of us about selflessness, sacrifice, humility, loving thy neighbor, and so much more. These lessons for life were shared more through actions than words. One lesson Fred taught me was about friendship. When Fred, Bob, and I met to discuss the name of this scholarship, it was only the 3 of us. And I just simply asked Fred, "What do you want to name the scholarship?" Fred said, "I would like to name the scholarship after the most genuine, tireless, giving, distinguished civil servant this city has ever seen, Bob McGuire." Wow. Think about that. Think how powerful it was for me to sit there and watch this gesture of friendship. Every time I reflect on this story and share this story, I get a chill. So don't ever undervalue the gift of friendship. Not because someone will name a scholarship after you, but because the power of that friendship and what it can do for you and him or her on moving a dream to reality. This experience, this gesture, brings to life what St. Francis of Assisi teaches us all. It is in giving that we receive, but let's take it a step further. It is in giving that all receive. If you walk into Citi Field, you will see a quote from Jackie Robinson in the rotunda. "A life is not important except in the impact it has on other lives." This is Fred and Bob's life's mission. This is a call to action to each of us. We all strive for success, but in truth, success limits us. It is more important to be significant. Author Lloyd Reed writes, "Success is great, but significance is lasting." You want to discover where your deepest passions intersect with your greatest abilities and harness them to change the world. I think that is the message being taught by Fred, Judy, Bob, Joan, your professors, your parents, every believer up here and every believer out there. So in the spirit of that experience that I had with Fred and Bob, I would like you to join me in acknowledging 2 of the most generous, thoughtful, kind-hearted, inspirational examples of how to live and give that I have ever encountered. They are treasured friends. They often refer to St. Francis College as our college, and we plan on bestowing upon Fred and Bob honorary degrees. They will be our alumni. They will be included in the first class of McGuire Scholars to graduate, and they will forever be part of the class of 2019, as will be Michelle and Bishop Cisneros. Part of their story is now very much part of your story. We, St. Francis College, has so much to do, so many more dreams to live. We will continue to dream big because we know we are never alone. We do it together. We do it with family and friends. We do it for the terriers of today and those who will follow you tomorrow. Thank you for this opportunity to share a dreams lived moment, and let's move on to more dreams lived by celebrating the class of 2019.
Everybody check your programs. My name is Dr. Jennifer Lancaster, and that means now's the time. President Miguel Martinez-Saenz and members of the College Board of Trustees, I present to you the candidates for graduation from the class of 2019, St. Francis College. Gladys Aduse, McGuire Scholar. Tavana M. Bryant, recipient of the Kathleen Corrigan 90 Scholarship and a Robert McGuire Scholar. Nicholas Cava. Naja Escafari, Robert McGuire Scholar. Janelle Fabian. Patricia Fidman, summa cum laude. Danielle Francavilla, summa cum laude, Duns Scotus Honor Society. Laura M. Giordano, summa cum laude. Faustina Grabowski, magna cum laude, Robert McGuire Scholar. Pamela Azard. Ebony Johnson. Myasia Kinlach, magna cum laude. Antonia Meditz, Robert McGuire Scholar. Natalie Nieves. Christopher J. Ortiz. Richard Policia. Naya J. Reynolds, magna cum laude. Receiving an associate's degree, Lily T. Thomas. Susan Y. Sampson Jordan. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts, Arianna Sartzetakis, summa cum laude, Dr. Frank Green Scholarship, Student Government Association John F. Kennedy Scholarship, Duns Scotus Honor Society. Dana DiRenzo, summa cum laude, Brother Camillus Casey O.S.F. Scholarship, Duns Scotus Honor Society, and Thomas N. LaQuercia Scholarship. Nicole Lee Madrazo, Piloto Nursing Scholarship, Duns Scotus Honor Society, joined on stairs by Vincent and Janice Polito. Amal Hawari. Sydney L. Bell. Kaylin T. Adesano, summa cum laude, Gloria Conkel Esposito Scholarship, Harold Deneen Scholarship. Diploma presented by James Conkel, class of 1957. Colette Adiri, summa cum laude, Canistra Scholarship, joined on stage by Frank Canistra, class of 1967. Kempindaram Aka. Gary Elaine. Mary Anderson, summa cum laude, Dr. Frank Sorrentino Scholarship, Duns Scotus Honor Society. Antonio Andreani, Franciscan Brothers Scholarship. Diamanto Andropoulos. Kasia Arnold, cum laude. Christy Barnes, magna cum laude. Akira Barnwell. Janelle Beiruti, cum laude. Elvita Boozy. I know. Charles Brathwaite. Patrick Boinafee. Madison Bulger. Daniela Butrico. Joseph Anthony Capri. Antonino Simino. Lauren Coyle, magna cum laude, Ann and Brian Dugan Scholarship. Jakira Custodio. Melvina DeAngelis. Oh. Jake R. DeBello. Verna Escalderon. Matthew Faniza, summa cum laude, Joe Brown 68 Scholarship. Alessandra Flynn, summa cum laude. Shayla Franciosa. Sabrina Frasca, joined on stage by her brother, Mario Flasca, class of 2016. Cassidy M. Fraternardo. Cassidy M. Fraternardo. Erica S. Frater, cum laude. Melissa C. Gallo, summa cum laude. Danielle Garcia, summa cum laude. Nicholas G. Giordano, summa cum laude. Stefan Goldberg. Victoria Gonsalves. Hi, how are you? Aaron Gonzalez. Stephanie E. Grant. Taylor M. Grohl, magna cum laude. Rosemary Guevara, cum laude. Lauren Guglielmo, magna cum laude, Honorable Kevin Fogarty Scholarship. Michaela C. Guzzo, magna cum laude. Lucia Hernandez. Cassandra Jonas. Botan Kadar. Alexandra Kenny, cum laude, the Bernard Haverty Scholarship. Kimberly Kwan. Marlon D. Lawrence Jackson. K. Andrea Everose Sudalamole. Sarah Lowry. Anissa Y. Mack. Matthew McCarthy. Thomas McEwen. Magna cum laude, Irene and Vincent Salamone Scholarship. John and Mary McCarthy Scholarship. Daniel A. McKnight. Amanda McPherson. Sister Lucy Y. Mendez Castro. Dominique M. Montalban. Nyasia N. Morant. Melissa Morris, cum laude. Caroline Patricia Mullins, summa cum laude. Catherine E. Nicosia, summa cum laude, Investors Bank Community Service Scholarship, Duns Scotus Honor Society. Marcus Akabe. Ashley Osawage, summa cum laude. Karen Osorio. Joel Otero Jr., cum laude. Catherine Ovanesian. John Mark Pegason. Elizabeth M. Paredes, magna cum laude, Ronnie and Merle Conkel 57 Scholarship. Maria Pasquarello. Frederick D. 64 and Catherine Furman Scholarship. Joseph Padone. Nicole Porter, cum laude. Andrew Preuss, magna cum laude. George Prezioso. Nikita Prokin. Edwin J. Rivas, Frederick D. 64, and Catherine Furman Scholarship. Janae Rivera. Romello Rogers. Student Government John F. Kennedy Scholarship. Emily Roldan, cum laude. Siobhan N. Ross. Anil Rupnarine. Danielle Severa, summa cum laude. Charles Slavin, cum laude. Elizabeth Sullivan. Ariella Tannenbaum. Netta A. Thomas. Nina Teet. David Totori, cum laude. Justin Tran. Lorena Vasquez. Christina E. Vega. Gabrielle Velez. Casey M. Vagoda, cum laude. Keon Williams. Pascal Zamore, summa cum laude. Diploma presented by her sister, Marie Jean-Baptiste, class of 2011. That completes the Bachelor of Arts degrees. Congratulations. Candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree: Nicholas Abadi, magna cum laude, Michael and Rita Collins Scholarship. Diploma presented by Mrs. Mary Macchiarola. Gina Achu, summa cum laude. Brian Aarons, summa cum laude. Madeline and Stanley Bogart Scholarship. Ashley Alcivar, cum laude. Diploma presented by Chelsea Alcivar, class of 2018. Mariah D. Allen. Omar Aloha, cum laude. Noel L. Amato, summa cum laude, Dr. Stanley Willing Award. Vito Andriani. Agi Atanasovich, summa cum laude. Monsignor Paul Bradley, 37 scholarship. Gabriela Amarno.
Magna cum laude. Thank you.
Janelli Abar, magna cum laude. Ron Azinge. Priscilla Badalamente, cum laude. John Barca. Brian Becker. Joseph Bianco, cum laude, Aragudo Scholarship. Adelisa Bisek, Michael and Rita Collins Scholarship. Diploma presented by Mrs. Mary Macchiarola. Stephanie N. Black. Pablo Blasco Torres, cum laude. Ama Bonsu, cum laude. Marie W. Boutine, cum laude. Olivia Boyle, cum laude, Henry Family Veteran Scholarship. Nicholas F. Bravada. Vanessa J. Bravo, magna cum laude. Stephen J. Brennan, Jr. Nicholas A. Brown, magna cum laude. Charles Bruscia. Deandra Bryant, the Honorable Anthony J. Genovese Scholarship, Brother Donald Sullivan Athletic Scholarship, and the Lois Melchia Scholarship. That's all I was. Calvin Bowie, cum laude. Amanda Burgos. Will Busardo. David Mark Kavanaugh, Jr. Rudy Cacho Martinez.
Hello, thank you.
Edson L. Cadet, cum laude. Jonathan Carcamo. Reginald Calixte. Alyssa Cañeda, magna cum laude. Marion Frank J., class of 62, Macchiarola Scholarship. Diploma presented by Mrs. Mary Macchiarola. Jessica Caron. Kristen Kusaris, Carmen and Edward Aquilone Scholarship. Brianna Narissa Chandler, summa cum laude. Brendan Chandler, summa cum laude. Paul L. Clark. Natalie Colo. Richard Consolazio. Omar J. Constantine. Jolie Rose Contrino. Amy S. Coyle, magna cum laude. Cheyenne M. Cruz, cum laude. Nishavia Cummings, magna cum laude. Nicholas Cuomo. Amanda Curcio. Kenneth D. Daly, class of '88, CFA Presidential Scholarship. Denise Daly, cum laude. Dominique I. Dalton, the Helen Quigley Scholarship. John and Mary McCarthy Scholarship. Queen Dang, summa cum laude. Tomas de Andrade. Karina C. De Jesus. Ashley Devaney. Colin Devon, magna cum laude. Christina Danny. Chelsea Doctor, cum laude. Diego Domingo, Grace I. Terry Scholarship. Lauren M. Edwards, cum laude. Mia Elling, cum laude. Martizia K. Ellis, summa cum laude. Natalie D. Escobar. Nicole Y. Espin, recipient of the Joseph Tauber Scholarship. Augustin Espinoza. Elda Feratovic, magna cum laude. Angelica Filipponi Marino. Sean P. Finn, summa cum laude. Candy Fonrose. Alex Federick. Johnny A. Frias. Tiffany Gaccioni, cum laude. Selena Gallo, summa cum laude. Caitlin M. Garofalo, magna cum laude. Nicholas Giannacci. Paul Giannuzzi. Jamie Gilbert. Nina M. Gomez, William Randolph Hearst Foundation Scholarship. Kaylin R. Gonzalez, summa cum laude. Melissa Gonzalez, summa cum laude, Duns Scotus Honor Society. Suele Grigi, diploma presented by Dunya Grigri, class of 2016, Honors Program Scholar. We're just going to take a quick break, little hydration. Everybody take a little stretch. We're moving pretty fast. I don't know if it's because I'm standing on this side of the stage, but this side of the auditorium sounds a lot louder than that side, so maybe as we continue to go through these, we could get some more energy from this side over here. I'll be waiting. Alexis Green Dantzler, cum laude. Frank Grimaldi. Dominique A. Galupo. Nawal A. Hamden, magna cum laude. Sarah Hickle. Nicole Herrick, magna cum laude, Monsignor John Keane Scholarship. Hi. Lorraine Hickman, cum laude, diploma presented by Catherine Hickman, class of 2016, Mary and Bill Liederman Scholarship. Arissa F. Hilario, magna cum laude. Alexis Luya Holder, cum laude. Brother Pascal Kelly Scholarship, Marie and Bill Liederman Scholarship. Ulvi Husek. Adele A. Ibrahim, cum laude. Onika Afechika. Arlene C. John, cum laude.
Carrie Lynn Jerkowitz. They didn't have one.
There's Carrie. Carrie Lynn Jerkovich, cum laude. Judith John, cum laude. Adela Carrick. Deanna Keeling, magna cum laude. Aaron N. Kelly. Nicholas S. Kahn. Jessica Colo, magna cum laude, Duncotus Honor Society. Layla Kalenovic. Emily Kriebel, John and Mary McCarthy Scholarship. Melissa Lamb, magna cum laude, John and Mary McCarthy Scholarship. Akil Lamont. Natalia Lamorta, magna cum laude. Lindsay La Roseliere. Diana La Rosa. Michael Lettieri, John and Mary McCarthy Scholarship. Karen Lee, cum laude. Juan Lian, cum laude. Erica Lucero. Oyamaposi McKinday. Selma Merkovic. Arianna Martyr. Melina Mazaraz, Joseph Murphy Scholarship, James Mangano Memorial Scholarship. Timothy V. McCabe, summa cum laude. Megan C. McCullough, magna cum laude, Brother Leo Quinn, class of 26 scholarship. Sean McDonald. Cyrus McDuffie. Brianna Lonte McFarland Sam, cum laude. Elizabeth Billingham Haverty Scholarship. Sherry May, summa cum laude. Damon Melky, summa cum laude. Wilmer S. Mejia. Antonio Mendez. Janine Messina. Avril A. Miller. Shannon E. Miller. John James Minigan. Ashara Mitchell, Brother Donnan Sullivan O.S.F. Scholarship. Sarah F. Moncton. Jomanda Morales, magna cum laude. Fritz Moretta. Maurice Morris. Lorelli Munoz, magna cum laude. Janet Munoz, magna cum laude. Ashley Murray. Caitlin Murtha. Sadia Musovic, summa cum laude. Richard Napolitano, cum laude. Victoria Natali, magna cum laude, the Andy Verga Memorial Scholarship. Stephen Nicoletti. Taylor N. Nieves. Gabriela Nobrega Grisi Cardoza, summa cum laude. Joshua Nurse. Shanella Akopu. Amy O'Neill. Julianne O'Shaughnessy, magna cum laude. Maria Pallarino, summa cum laude. Brother Robert Schaefer Scholarship, Duns Scotus Honor Society. Priya Patel, summa cum laude. Luis Pelaez. Wendy Ann Pereira. Michael Perlstein. Serena Gatri Pramal, cum laude, the Timothy M. Stackpole, class of 2001 scholarship. Joseph Pesci, Frank and Mary Walker Scholarship. Frank J. Prestia, cum laude. Maciej Pizik, summa cum laude. Luis A. Ramirez. I'll try. Mireya G. Ramirez. Alejandro Redrujo, summa cum laude. Marcus Philip Rigaud. Darcy Rodriguez, magna cum laude. Heaven A. Rodriguez, magna cum laude. Joseph Rosas, cum laude. Amir S. Rum. Ambra Rusta, the Caesar J. Cellini Scholarship, diploma presented by Brother Greg Cellini. Selena Santon. Marvin C. Santos. Nadim R. Saki. Angelina Sorrow. Karina Shiel, cum laude. Anthony Scotto. Aya Shaheen. Anupa Singh, cum laude. Eleni Singh, cum laude. Mariba A. St. Bernard, the John F. Kennedy Scholarship.
It's John.
Jai Strong. Janice R. Suggs. Alberto Tintori Gonzalez. Melissa C. Tafane. Giselle Torres. Diploma presented by Teneria Esteves, class of 2011. Kayla A. Torres. Alondria C. Tranquil. Christopher Michael Smith. Chelsea Vasquez, cum laude. Jonas Vizi, summa cum laude. Peter Vitella. Victoria Wagner, cum laude. The Right Reverend Monsignor Daniel A. Hanrahan Scholarship. Pratima Wywarin. Edsonia Wickham. Ebony Williams. Morlin Wilson. Matthew Wyke. Michael Zanakis. Allison Shrirev.
Sorry.
Aisha S. Yazdani, summa cum laude, Brother Austin Gill and Brother Edwin Gill Scholarship, Dr. Donald Metz Scholarship, diploma presented by Raida Yazdani, class of 2016, and Mary Ellen and Matthew J. Krulik, class of 1973. Michael Zacchio, the Honorable Francis X. Altamari 50 Scholarship. Heidi Zavala, cum laude. Tatiana Zavalos. Rasma D. McCollin. Carolina Zajac.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Kelsey Zarang, summa cum laude, Duns Scotus Honor Society. Graduating with a bachelor's and master's in psychology, Danielle Chin, cum laude. Danielle Cuellar, diploma presented by Denise Cuellar, class of 2017. Deidre Marr, magna cum laude. Amanda Neal, magna cum laude. Shannon Sokolow. Graduating with a bachelor's and master's in accounting, Alexandra M. Coletti, summa cum laude, Ann Trevisono Scholarship. Amela Musovic, summa cum laude. Joya K. Ruse, diploma presented by her sister, Judy K. Ruse, class of 2015. Summa cum laude and recipient of the June A. McGriskin National Grid Accounting Award. Alex J. Nowla. Antonio DiMaggio, cum laude. Carvel C. Crossman. Melanie Hagley, magna cum laude. Matthew J. Marino, cum laude. Robert O'Shaughnessy. Patrick McDermott. Graduating with a master's in accounting, Darielle Sapita. Daniel Chen, Deloitte and William J. Parrott Accounting Master's Scholarship. Dominique Gerard, Deloitte and William J. Parrott Accounting Master's Scholarship. Dylan Jodhan, Deloitte and William J. Parrott Accounting Scholarship. Ladies and gentlemen, Samika E. Sanders. As a symbol that you have moved past one stage in your life and are now ready to face new ones, please move your tassel from the right to the left. President Miguel Martinez-Saenz, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, family, and friends, the St. Francis College class of 2019. As you graduate from St. Francis College, we want to make sure you know and remember that you are now part of a bigger family, the community of St. Francis College alumni. The class of 1969 is celebrating their 50th anniversary this year, and you are now part of that exclusive club. I would like to introduce Bob Smith, class of 1972, and president of the Alumni Board of Directors for the Alumni Association. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, members of the St. Francis College class of 2019. Doesn't that sound great? On behalf of the St. Francis College Alumni Association, it is my pleasure to congratulate you on being the newest graduating class to join the association. The association was founded in 1887 to promote the growth, development, and welfare of the college while advancing the social, professional, and economic interests of its members. Over the past few years, you have been enjoying the social life at St. Francis on a daily basis, while receiving a college education from the most devoted and brilliant professors anywhere in the world. They are supported by the most dedicated professional and administrative staffs. Those of you who are on the athletic team know your coaches and the athletic department are second to none. Most of you will be leaving the college and Brooklyn Heights upon your graduation. Some of you may believe that your relationship with the college will end at that time. However, as you enter your chosen career or graduate or professional schools, you will be asked by many as to where you earned your degree. We hope that with pride in your voice, you will say St. Francis College of Brooklyn. You will find in whatever community you decide to make your future home, there will be formatarias, whether it be in the tri-state area, in the other 47 states, in Canada, Mexico, Europe, Asia, South or Central America or Africa, you will find members of the association. To assist the alumni, the association and the Office of Advancement arrange for an alumni director to be prepared that you will find helpful in making contacts with fellow alumni to assist you in your career and personal life. The association sponsors alumni reunions, golf outings, career networking events, and other activities on and off campus. You can visit the college website, as the card indicated we gave out, or the Terrier Alumni online magazine to read about them. The association assists the college in reaching out to the alumni and seeking their support for future students at the college through contributions to the annual fund and supporting the scholarships named to honor your treasured professors here at the college. One of the most important events that the association sponsors is the annual Memorial Mass, in which deceased alumni, their families and friends are remembered regardless of their religious beliefs. As you go through life and there are changes in your address, your family, the employer's promotions or email, please keep the Office of Advancement advised so they can keep you informed. Please keep your relationship with your alma mater a living relationship, and do not let it fade away. Please continue to support the future student athletes by attending events at the college or in your home community or watching on Front Row. As a graduate of St. Francis College, you join a long list of St. Francis College graduates who have gone on to serve their communities around the world in the Franciscan spirit. Congratulations to you and to your parents and families on your tremendous achievement of earning your degree or degrees from St. Francis College of Brooklyn. Congratulations again.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to now in the part of our program where many of our cultural heritage rings true. We're going to pray, then we're going to sing, and then we're going to eat. Thank you all for joining us here today and celebrating all of the accomplishments of the class of 2019. You are truly remarkable. Congratulations. Please welcome Brother Greg Cellini, Franciscan advisor and adjunct professor at St. Francis College, to deliver the benediction.
We have so much to be grateful for. If I may ask everyone to please rise. Let us kindly bow our heads in final prayer, remembering we are always in the presence of our loving Creator. Great and gracious God, we thank you for today bestowing your infinite blessings upon the class of 2019. During their time at the college, these graduates have received much good academically, athletically, socially, and just as important, in the form of Franciscan values. As each of these graduates commences the next stage of the journey to which you have called them, guide them to see all the good inside themselves and to share this good with a world in significant need. May each one always have the courage, conviction, and vulnerability to live from their hearts, as did our founder, St. Francis, and his greatest follower, St. Clare. For all the learnings, successes, joys, and even the bruises and failures these graduates have experienced these last few years, we say thanks. For whatever you have planned in the future for each member of the SFC class of 2019, we simply say yes. Amen. May God bless the SFC class of 2019.
Please join us in the singing of our alma mater, led by Cantor Gina Ricci and Dr. Michael Kaminsky. The words are printed in your program. Thank you again for coming.